It's oh, hey, it's Doug with Backcountry Pilgrim, a channel all about hiking, camping, backpacking, and the gear that goes with it. Today I want to talk about your knees. Actually, I'm going to talk about my knees and my experience with knee pain, what I did about it, and what you might do about it for yours. When I started getting more serious about my hiking in about 2019, I did start to notice that my knees were aching something fierce when I would get done with a long hike. Well, it's 2022 now, and I haven't really suffered from this problem for a number of years, and I think that 3 things have really helped me out. Okay, now I gotta do the big disclaimer about how I'm not a medical professional, so this is not any kind of professional medical opinion. Take my advice at your own risk. But number 1 was using a knee brace. Now, when I first got started, I had just a fairly inexpensive but decently rated knee brace, and I would put it on before a hike. I'm sure it helped, but it was fairly uncomfortable much of the time. It felt like it was pinching me or maybe pulling hairs out of my leg. It was rolling down, rolling up, and trying to manipulate that elastic material, especially through pants or something, became something of a chore. And it was just something that was constantly on my mind, and I was constantly having to stop and adjust things. It kind of drove me crazy. Now, I did find a solution to that in the Nevo knee sleeve, which I will get to in a minute. But the other thing that I think helped more long-term was taking care of the knee pain where it starts. I'm a big fan of the Chase Mountains YouTube channel. I've got a link in the description of this video below. Chase is not paying me or anything to do this, but I highly recommend his mountain training program. He's got a ton of free stuff on his site. You could probably meet any physical goal that you wanted just by looking at the videos that he puts out for free, but he also has a more dedicated program that is individualized. You can work directly with him. I strongly recommend it. During COVID, I wasn't doing a whole lot of hiking, so I actually started doing Chase's personalized knee training program, and it was kind of hard to tell if it was helping or not because I wasn't hiking that much. But when I got hiking again, I wasn't having knee pain problems. So thanks, Chase. The third thing I think that helped with my knee pain was just continuing to hike in a better fashion. Basically, I was just being very mindful of how far I could really push before the pain would start. I was hiking more carefully. I was just basically paying attention to my body and listening to it. And I think that a slower buildup of strength really helped a lot. By the time 2020 hit, I was looking at 20-mile major elevation change hikes without very much fear. Now, all of that was really good for me, but you may not have that same experience. Perhaps you have tried to do the slow buildup, you've tried knee training programs, and you're just not comfortable hiking without some kind of knee support, knee brace, whatever. I get it, I understand. My buddy Crow can out-hike me any day of the week, and yet he wears a knee brace pretty much every time he hikes because he has had reconstructive surgery, and that is not something that exercise and stretching is going to necessarily be able to overcome. And also, no matter how good my knees feel, there's always kind of that lingering fear in the back of my head that I'm going to do something to them and hurt them on trail and really injure myself trying to hike out of it if I don't have some support, and so I often like to carry a knee brace with me just in case. Now, one thing I noticed was a little while back, Crow switched from a kind of standard knee brace to the Nevo knee sleeve. The Nevo knee sleeve is like a high-tech knee support brace that seems to overcome most of the problems that I have with regular knee braces, and further, it adds some features that are great for hiking. One thing I like about the Nevo is it is very long. This rides way up on the thigh, way down on the calf, and it just holds itself in place. It doesn't roll down, it doesn't roll up, it doesn't slide around, it doesn't twist around. You put it on and it stays put. Further, the inside is very comfortable. There aren't a lot of elastic bands sticking to your skin, pulling hairs out. There's just a small elastic sticky band at the top, and the rest of it is just held on by pressure from its own compression. So the Nevo was very comfortable to wear while hiking. I took it out on its maiden journey on a fairly difficult trail. It was about 8 miles, a couple thousand feet, but quite a bit of the hike was going over very difficult, steep, rocky, bouldery terrain where just about every step was twisting around trying to make sure you don't slip or fall, and my knees felt great at the end of the trip. Now, so far, that just makes the Nevo knee sleeve a better knee brace than many of the less expensive ones, but there is a lot more to it than just that. The thing you'll probably notice first is this donut here right on the front of the sleeve. This is some kind of silicone or something, and it's a pad on the inside that wraps around your kneecap, giving it extra support and also providing a nice pad for when you kneel down. It keeps your knee from even coming in contact with the ground. On the sides are two stays that are very bendable, but they do provide some extra support so that although you can easily bend your knee as you're walking along, you kind of get a little spring as your leg straightens out. And so it just seems to help the leg move in the way it's supposed to while supporting it, not simply by squeezing it really tight, but actually giving support in places where you're more likely to get hurt. Another thing that sets the Nevo knee sleeve apart from just regular old generic knee braces is that it comes in 4 different sizes. So you actually measure your leg. They have a video on the website explaining how to do it so that what you get is fairly customized to your own body. Something else I noticed was that although it was a pretty hot day, I was not having any heat issues with this Nevo knee sleeve. It is very breathable. Nevo doesn't make any claims to the knee sleeve's wicking ability, but I was noticing that there was no additional heat in my leg that was bothering me. I wasn't sweating any more than usual, and there was almost no comfort penalty for all of that protection. So if you suffer from any kind of knee pain difficulties while on the trail, you may want to check those out. Again, I'm going to put links in the description to Chase Mountain's knee program. I've got a link in the description to the Nevo knee sleeve. And in the meantime, why don't you check out some of these cool videos to inspire you to get out there. Until next time, I'm Doug. Thanks for watching.